Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on... Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A play fake, now Fields, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Third and 2, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 33 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Watson off play action. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from his first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Picks get at the 7-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Again, it's Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Henry. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And one last throw here for Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Fields on 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Watson now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Gets around him. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. Pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Throwing after the interception, Fields.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
From the gun on third down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And here we go on fourth down. Fields
rolling to his right. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Touchdown Bears! Derrick Henry. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said
Fighting through, and he's got space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On first down, it's Fields. And he will find his man, Samuel. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw. The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the... And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A check down here for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Robbie Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st down, Fields. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears 16. 3rd and 2, Fields. He'll buy some time right. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll start with the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields. He'll go underneath with it, finding Freeman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Watson's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Watson off play action. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball pops.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the fourth.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Henry out of the pistol. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he gets this one down to the 24. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jackson's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 2. This quick pass complete to Sutton. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Jackson now. This one caught by Ridley.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Looking for Shepard deep. And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick from the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I've remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some room to run now. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Watson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. This one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Cook again. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the end.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Henry again on second down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Again, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A give to Henry. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
the throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robbie Anderson, 34 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Fields still there, hauled in by Claypool. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there just before halftime.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sterling Shepard, there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here. Down. This drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Watson. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Courtland Sutton, 39 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a handoff to Henry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Henry. Pushes him over and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin with Henry. And some strong running. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Trucks over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Henry running right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go.